Good afternoon. Members of the Toronto Police Homicide Squad are seeking the public's assistance in regards to an investigation that we conducted commencing the 24th of May this year in regards to found human remains in the area of Humber Boulevard in the city of Toronto. At this time, we're identifying the victim as Regat Gourmet, 28 years old, of Toronto, who resided at 285 Shooter Street. Ms. Gourmet came to Canada from Eritrea. She was a permanent citizen of Canada. Knowing that, we were seeking the public's assistance in regards to anyone who knew Ms. Gourmet and could assist us in her movements in the last several weeks, as well as any acquaintances she may have had in the Toronto area. We have been in contact with her family and seeking their assistance at this time as well. Furthermore, we're seeking the public's assistance in regards to identifying a person who may be moving a bag, which is indicated here on the monitor, the tracker bag, which is on the left-hand side of the monitor. If anybody in the last 2 weeks have seen anyone moving this bag in the area of Humber Boulevard and Alliance Avenue, particularly between the dates of the 15th of May, 24th of May, we'd be interested in speaking to anyone who's seen anybody moving this bag about in that area. And also, furthermore, we'd like to speak to anybody who knew the accused in this matter, Mr. Adnai Zacharias. If anybody knows who he acquainted with or any of his friends or family in the city of Toronto, we'd be interested in having that information as well. Anyone having information can contact the Toronto Police Homicide Squad at 416-808-7400, or they can contact Crime Stoppers and leave an anonymous tip with Crime Stoppers as well. Thank you.
Any questions? How old is the victim?
28 years.
So, do you police suspect that there are more people involved than the accused?
We're always open to that part of the investigation, but however, this time we are looking at the accused before the court, and it appears from the evidence that we have right now he acted alone.
He has acted alone?
Yes.
Will his charges be upgraded?
We're going to be consulting with the Crown Attorney and the Coroner's Office, but there's a very high likelihood that the charges will be upgraded to murder.
Okay. Can you say anything as to the condition of the remains? There were reports that there may have been multiple locations involved in the investigation as well?
In regards to the remains itself, we found about 1/3 of her body in the area of Alliance and Humber Boulevard. We've been unable to locate the rest of her body. Whether or not it went into the garbage, went into the river, spread throughout the area, we're not sure. We've had cadaver dogs out in the area looking for remains. We've had the Marine unit go through the stream bed in that area. Again, nothing's been found. We've checked the garbage at the Disco Road and the Commissioner's transfer stations. Nothing's been found there either.
Can you confirm that there were various locations involved in this investigation, or is this confined to one location?
As to what results of what we have for the human remains, it's just one location, and the remains are related to the bag here up on the screen.
Is there any information on how the victim and the person charged knew each other?
There appear to be acquaintances because they're both from Eritrea. That's why we're seeking the public's assistance. We're not sure exactly how they met up or their relationship continued. There's some conflicting information as to what type of relationship they had. We know they were known to each other and they frequented places together and at one time lived together as well.
What kind of places did they frequent together? There's some reports that they went to school with each other.
So I understand that they may have attended English as a second language school in Toronto and a cooking class as well. However, we haven't been able to determine if that's true or not.
A cooking class where?
I'm not sure what the cooking class was. We found some information in regards to that. However, we haven't been able to determine if that occurred or where it was.
Have you been able to speak to anyone who knew the accused in this case?
No, and that's the problem that we're having, and that's why we're asking the public's assistance. The accused doesn't appear to have any relatives in the Toronto area. Doesn't seem to have any friends. The only person we know that he's acquainted with is the deceased.
Do we know how long the accused and the victim have been in the country?
I know that they've been here at least since 2009.
Has the coroner, have they been able to determine the cause of death? And so do you know when they'll be releasing that information?
No, the coroner has not yet been able to determine the cause of death. That information will take some time. Toxicology tests have to be done, and we're hoping to find further human remains in relation to the deceased.
Do you have any information about the timeline as to when the killing happened and when the body was discovered?
Again, we can't say if she was killed or not. However, it's believed the deceased was last seen on the 15th of May of this year, and the investigation commenced on the 24th of May.
Are you able to say where she was last seen?
Last seen at 285 Shooter Street.
I get the impression the suspect's not cooperating.
The suspect has spoken to us. However, the level of cooperation, we're not satisfied with it at this time.
Is that finding the other remains that are outstanding? Is that about trying to get a timeline with this bag? That's why you're asking for more information. Is that what you're looking for? I'm just wondering what the key is there that you're asking people, anyone who's seen that bag and when?
Well, the bag itself was located on the 24th of May, and it had the remains inside of it. So those remains were moved to the area of location near Humber Boulevard and Alliance Avenue. So the bag was quite heavy, and it has a roller system on the bottom, an extended handle, much like luggage, most luggage does. But however, this is more of a duffel bag that has rollers. So it might stand out in the public's mind that if somebody was moving in that area, especially that particular sidewalk that moves to the area that we're located, it's not a lot of pedestrian traffic in that area. However, it is across the street, basically across the street from 101 Humber Boulevard, where the accused resides.
But it appears that police suspect that there might have been someone else involved in the moving of the suitcase.
We can't tell this time. We do have some video evidence of the accused moving what appears to be possibly human body and luggage, different luggage at this time. We have not found those remains. We have located one piece of the luggage, but it was empty. So as to what happened, how that bag got to that location is yet to be determined.
Which location is it? Sorry, there's a second piece of luggage.
Yes, sorry. This piece of luggage is the one that's been found with human remains in it. That's the one that was found near the stream bed at Humber and Alliance. However, we do have video evidence of Mr. Zacharias moving some heavy luggage in and around 285 Shooter and 101 Humber Boulevard during the time we think the deceased passed away.